Sometimes a picture is worth 1,000 words. You don't even gotta say nothing. All you gotta do is look at the visuals, man. And that thumbnail says it all, man. And till this day, Carl Froch has never gotten over what happened to him in 2011 in the World Boxing Super Series final when he lost wide to the man Andre Ward. So during a recent interview, Andre Ward basically gave his thoughts on Carl Froch's career. You know what I mean? Obviously, like you know, or if you don't know, Carl Froch lost to Andre Ward in the 2011 World Boxing Super Series super middleweight tournament in the final. You know what I mean? And ever since then, Carl Froch has still been in his feelings about that particular fight. And all the man Andre Ward does is clap back with the truth. You know what I mean? You know, the truth hurts. And Carl Froch can't handle it. You know what I'm saying? And I like how Andre Ward always stands his ground. He don't give this guy a pass and be like, okay, I beat him anyways. He could say what he wants. No, Andre Ward is with the shits. And he still always be clapping back. You know what I mean? You check it. Carl Froch had a fight in 2015 when he knocked out George Groves, then he retired. And Andre Ward, he retired after 2017 when he knocked out, what's his name? Sergey Kovalev. You know what I mean? I'm going to read you some quotes from what Andre Ward told Sky Sports. You know, basically when, you know, as far as evaluating Carl Froch's career, uh, you know, Andre Ward thinks that Carl Froch was an overachiever, and he didn't see anything from watching Froch that would scream out that Carl Froch is a great fighter. So I'm gonna read you some quotes from what the Andre Ward SOG said. Quote: "I'm going to give him some ammunition. I'm going to give him something to talk about, you know, over the next couple of weeks. The thing about Carl Froch, and I've always respected him, is his competitiveness, because he's not really athletic. He's an overachiever. You look at him and just the way he fights, there's nothing that jumps out at you that says, wow, that's a great fighter. But his work ethic, his attention to detail, I know he used to keep binders full of every workout that he did. He was tough. He could take a shot. So he had other qualities that were intangible that you couldn't really see. And I think he was an overachiever. But for me, he got hit too much. He took too much punishment. And a lot of his fights could have easily gone the other way. Even that fight with Jermaine Taylor. If Jermaine Taylor didn't fade and was in better shape, he would have never lost that fight. I think he was up there, but I don't think he's a top dog. Not at all." End quote. Words from the man SOG. SOG ain't even flame him up like I thought he would. SOG ain't even really say nothing egregious. It's true. I think the man is also an overachiever. Carl Froch. That's why he was. It's one of the reasons that I appreciated Carl Froch. You know what I'm saying? But Carl Froch do got a lot of dodgy decisions, man. And I made one back in the day for my controversial decisions, and I could probably make plenty more. When Carl Froch fought the man Andre Durrell, a friend, a fellow medalist in the 2004 Olympics, just like Andre Ward. You know what I'm saying? The man got a bronze medal. I thought that the man, Andre Durrell, won that fight. You know what I mean? He didn't get the decision, and that was a fight that I thought that the man Andre Durrell won. You know what I mean? Then you had the fight versus what's his name? What's that guy's name? He's still around too. Um, versus Jean Pascal. Now I thought that the man Carl Froch won that fight, but it was a close fight, man. And that's what the man is talking about, Andre Ward. You know what I mean? He barely beat his opponents. I remember when he fought the man, what's that guy's name? Glenn Johnson in that World Boxing Super Series, man. I thought Glenn Johnson won that fight, yo. I thought the man won the fight. And that man, Glenn Johnson, was way past it. You know what I mean? I'm not going to talk about Jermaine Taylor like Andre Ward did because at the end of the day, guess what happened? Carl Froch way behind on points. He knocks him out in the 12th round. I'm not going to take nothing away from Carl Froch's victory over Jermaine Taylor. That was a great fight. And he did what he did to him. He beat the shit out of him in the 12th round. It's not Andre Ward's problem or Carl Froch's problem that the man Jermaine Taylor would fade in the later rounds. You know what I mean? Then we got that fight versus George Groves, the first fight, man. That was a bad stoppage, man. I don't care what nobody say. George Groves was winning that fight. Let that fight go 12 rounds. If that man beat Carl Froch in Manchester in that first fight, then so be it. You know what I mean? But I thought that was a bad decision and a bad stoppage. But other than that, I can't really complain too much about Andre. I'm sorry, Carl Froch. But it is true, you know, he has had a lot of dodgy decisions, close encounters in some big fights like Andre Durrell, Gene Pascal, and of course Glenn Johnson. You know what I mean? So the truth hurts. We'll see if the man Carl Froch gonna clap back. It looks like the man Andre Ward wants a rebuttal, and he's gonna give him a lot of ammunition for the next couple of weeks, like Andre Ward said. We'll see what Carl Froch has to say. If he'll clap back, or will he be in his feelings? Be Marsh Boxing. I'm